looking to sell your Airdrie or Calgary home? Here are 8 ways I get homes sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle. Now hang on to the end, you might be surprised with number 8. Here we go. The number 1 way I get homes sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle? Minor repairs. Okay, buyers just hate looking at a home and imagining themselves doing repairs on the home before they even move in, even little repairs. Now I remember one couple in East Airdrie, they had no money to do repairs really. They had some small items need done, a few pieces that like missing baseboard, a stub wall by the front entrance was missing wall capping, and some other really minor stuff like that. We helped them set it up and I think the total repair bill for them was like $2,000. But we got like $20,000 more for that house than if we just left it the way it was. Now how's that for return on investment? Okay, so here are some common items that are often worth repairing. Scuffed, chipped, or worn paint. Paint is like the easiest way to upgrade a home. That $50 can of paint could pay off in spades when selling your home. Just be careful with your color choice. Be careful of bold colors. Think twice before painting it chocolate brown or bright purple. The second item that's often worth repairing is restretching loose carpet. Nothing looks worse than loose and saggy carpet. Often you can get your carpet installer to come and restretch all those little wrinkles out of the carpet for like $100 or $200 and it looks so much better. Yeah, it might be worn and yes, the buyers probably will replace it, but their impression of the place is gonna be like way better. Okay, the number 3 item is missing trim. I see this all the time, where the homeowner decided he was going to install some brand new flooring, some beautiful hardwood or some vinyl plank flooring. It looks great, but the baseboards never quite got back on again. And that really takes away from all that added value you would have had if you'd finished the project. So the missing trim makes a huge difference. I even see sometimes where like the dog chewed the trim by the back door. Something that's actually not that hard to get done, to replace a little piece of trim and paint it up. It makes such a difference in how it looks, whether it's a nice freshly painted piece of trim or the dog chewed one. These are totally affordable for most folks and make a big difference to how your home appears. Number 4 is anything broken. A tap with a broken handle, broken switch or plug plates, toilet that's running, burned out light bulbs, broken door handles, all these little things, handrails that are off, all these little things that aren't really that big of a job to fix, and we're so used to them that we totally forget about them. And we took the handrails off to get the fridge downstairs or the new freezer downstairs and then never put them back on. And so any of that kind of thing, there's little stuff, just fix it. Often there's really not that much money involved, and maybe a couple hours of work on a Saturday afternoon makes a massive difference in how your home appears. Okay, that's a few ideas to get you started. Just don't go nuts. Don't go doing a whole renovation of the home. Just clean up all those little details, clean up all the little repairs, and your home will appear so much better. Okay, the number 2 way I get homes sold quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle: cleaning and decluttering. I'm really good at this. I'm very good at getting your home sold quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle, but even I have trouble selling a dirty, cluttered house. Hey, I'm a marketing expert, not a con man. Hey, remember, we're all about creating that initial emotional feeling for new prospective buyers as they step into your home for the first time. I know it's crazy, but we may have only like 15 or 30 seconds to make this happen. And the rest of the tour should just reinforce that initial snap impression that they had of your home. So let's make it a good one. It is possible to overcome an initial negative impression of a home. I have watched it happen with buyers. It's just really hard to do. So let's stack the deck in our favor. Okay, let's divide this into 2 categories. Number 1, decluttering. Face it, we all have way too much stuff. Now remember, the more stuff we have in each room, the smaller that room appears. So if our house is cluttered, it seems a lot smaller than it really is. And people start to notice the stuff and not the house itself. Okay, really quickly, here's some ideas of where to start. All that loose stuff that's just hanging around. Pretty much everything you can remove off the vanities, tops in your bathrooms or off the countertop in the kitchen. Pretty much everything that you don't need to have out there, put it away. Yeah, I know, it's a bit of a pain. You're gonna have to dig for your toothbrush in the drawer every night before you go to bed. Normally you just leave it there on the countertop or the vanity top. Yeah, you need to put that stuff down below deck. Now, where possible, put away personal stuff like family photos. If your entire wall is all the photos of your kids and grandkids and grandmas and grandpas and aunts and uncles, it's really helpful if you can put that away. Now, sometimes it's just not possible without leaving a ton of holes in the wall or whatever, but if it's possible to put some of that stuff away and just replace it with another picture, that'd be great. If not, we're not gonna freak out too much about it, but it's much better if that stuff is put away. Extra furniture. Now, if you walk into a staged home or a show home, you'll notice that these homes are fully furnished. They're just not full. Remember, moving that extra dresser or chair can make the room look so much bigger. And also, it's helpful to thin your closets down. Now, people aren't always looking in the closet, but you can really tell when a buyer is getting really interested in a home, they start opening closets and drawers and imagining what it would be like to live there. Now, if you open your closet and everything starts falling out and the clothes go poof because the closet is so full, that doesn't make it look that big. So if you can just get rid of seasonal stuff, it's the middle of winter, you probably don't need the Hawaii shirts and the swimwear. You can just put that stuff away. So whatever's off season from where you are right now, just put that stuff away, box it up and store it. It makes them appear so much better, and it's really not that difficult. Okay, the next is cleaning. I don't think it's possible for a place to be too clean. Nobody likes to imagine themselves living in somebody else's dirt. Go on, be honest with me. Cleaning, scrubbing, polishing is so important. We all know getting ready to move is a really busy time, so sometimes it's actually pretty helpful to get a cleaning professional to come in and do that deep clean. Nothing turns a buyer off like a dirty home. But also, buyers just love walking into a sparkling clean home. And they'll comment on it that, wow, this place is so clean and beautiful. Hey, quickly before we move on to number 3, if you're selling anywhere near Calgary or Airdrie, invite me over to see your home. Yeah, this is what I do. I'm a local realtor here with eXp Realty, and I've been doing this for a long time. I was a home builder, a house flipper, renovator. Hey, I even spent about 11 years helping mortgage companies get foreclosure homes ready to sell. So I will come over and help you figure out what you should do and what you should not do, that might be more important, to get your home ready to sell and to sell quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle. And I will also research your home and help you figure out how much your home should sell for, and after it's sold and everything is paid, how much cash should be left over, how big that check is going to be that you pick up from your lawyer's office when it's all over, how much cash will be available to buy your next new perfect home. Now, the number 3 way that I get a home sold quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle, professional staging. Now, I learned this when I was flipping houses. The professionally staged homes sold so much better than just empty ones. So now I have learned to bring in a professional staging consultant, like an interior designer, even for the occupied homes. This design professional will come over and spend some time with you and help show you how you can best display your home for sale to look the best for buyers with your own stuff. Yeah, this is one of the last 5% that makes lots of difference. Okay, the number 4 way that I get homes sold quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle, professional photos. Well, I guess anyone can hire a photographer and call the photos professional, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about serious, high-end, edited and retouched photographs by a professional real estate specific photographer. Okay, so the thing is, back in the day, when I first got a real estate license some 30 years ago, here is what real estate listings looked like. But not anymore. Approximately 100% of buyers start their home search online. Come on, be honest, you've been browsing the web, looking at houses. If the photos aren't awesome, they aren't coming. And if they aren't coming, they're not buying. If we can't get them in that door, odds are they are not buying your house. Photos are critical. Now, I used to say if I can't get them in the door, they are not going to buy the house. But in recent years, I have sold a number of houses to out-of-towners. People from Ontario, people from Quebec, British Columbia. I even sold a couple of houses to different groups from Mexico. So I can't say if they don't come in the door, they won't buy it. But in those cases, the photos are even more important. They better look awesome. And then the live video tours are what seals that deal. Okay, the number 5 way I get homes sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle, video tours. In addition to amazing photos, a fun, artistic video tour of the property has been amazing at attracting attention and getting people to come tour the home. These attract a lot of attention on social media. The whole online world has gone to video. The game is to attract more eyeballs, and video works. Hey, you're watching a video right now. The number 6 way I get homes sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle: social media ads and social media posts. I register a specific URL for each property that I bring up for sale. You know, something like 123happystreet.com. So your property will have its own website. We then promote and advertise this website on social media, as well as on the sign out front of your house with a little QR code so people can scan it with their phone. Boom, they can get the photos and video of the property right there. We are collecting tons and tons and tons of leads through social media. This is really our most important way of promotion. Besides the many former clients, people that know, like, and trust me, referring their friends and family, or coming back to buy and sell with me an additional time, social media is where most of the leads come to bring buyers to a home like yours. Okay, the number 7 way I get homes sold quickly for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle: strategic pricing. Okay, so this is a little crazy. Quite often, people will interview 2 or 3 real estate agents, and they'll pick the one that gives them the highest price. It's not like that agent is actually offering to buy your home, right? Maybe pick the one with the most honest answer or the best marketing plan. Pricing is way more than just picking a sticker price. Okay, here's a vast oversimplification, but it should illustrate the point. First, I look at what similar homes have sold for in the recent past, and I adjust those numbers depending on whether those homes are bigger than yours, or smaller than yours, nicer than yours, not as nice as yours, in a better or worse location. There's a lot more to this, but you get the idea. Second, I look for what competitive properties are for sale in the market right now. Who is our for real competition if we go on the market today? Third, I look at how fast or slow are homes selling. Are homes flying off the shelf on the first day? Are they sitting around for 90 days? Like, what's going on in the market at that time? Okay, here's an example. 2 days ago, I brought a property to market. We had it repaired, sparklingly cleaned, professionally staged. We took killer photographs of it. I spent hours examining similar properties in the same neighborhood, similar price ranges in other parts of town. I approached this one from about 4 different directions. I did a ton of work to estimate its market value. I then took a look at similar homes that were for sale in the market. In this case, it's in Airdrie. Similar homes in Airdrie in a similar price range that were for sale at the current time. A rather broad range. There was one. Okay, that's good news. So I chose a price that was right in the middle of the range that I'd calculated. I made this listing live on the MLS on a Saturday night, and on Sunday, we had 6 showings booked. Pretty good. Boom. Pricing strategy at work. All right. Now you might not have expected this one. Number 8. The number 8 way that I get homes sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle: skip the boring written description on the MLS. I constantly see agents writing a super boring written description on the MLS. They quote all the statistics to the property, putting the reader to sleep. All of these statistics are on that MLS page already. Number of bedrooms, the size of the home, and the various features. Just listing them in a long string is such a yawner. So I write a super cheesy description full of emotion, describing what it would be like to actually live in the home and enjoy the benefits of all the features, and not just listing the attributes of the home. People tend to buy based on emotion, and what we are selling with the written description is not the home itself, it's just the viewing, the home tour. We're trying to get them to come see it. We're trying to get the buyer to stick up his hand and say, "Hey, can I come see this place?" Yes, you can. So just about a minute ago, while I was making this video, I was interrupted by a couple from Toronto wanting to come see this home. This one right here. Boom, a viewing. The more viewings we get, the faster we find the one that actually buys it. So my goal here is to get your home sold fast for the most amount of money with the least amount of hassle. Wow, sold it. All right, just put up another sold sign. Okay, I'm linking here a couple more videos all about living here in Airdrie, Alberta. And if you aren't seeing this on YouTube, you can find this channel at youtube.com/@living in Airdrie, Alberta. I'm a local realtor here in Airdrie, and I've been around the Airdrie Calgary area for many, many years. And if you're looking to make a move here in the Airdrie Calgary area, give me a call, text, email, whatever works. I've got your back when relocating here to Airdrie, Alberta. Okay, watch one of these.